Good morning, Black people. Good morning. How you doing? Today, I want to talk about Bitcoin. You might be surprised by the title. I love Bitcoin. I love crypto. But today, actually, last night, I sold thousands of dollars worth of my Bitcoin, and I'm going to explain to you exactly why and what is going on. And we're going to get started. So, buckle up your seatbelt, get comfortable. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, good morning, Black people. Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I am your friendly neighborhood finance professor. And here on the Black Financial Channel, we talk about economics, wealth, and investing, but we do it from a Black perspective, and we think about the Black community first. We put our community at the top of our priority list, and our calling card, our hashtag is B and the number one, B1. If you agree that Black people in our community should come first, put hashtag B1 in the chat. If you believe we can solve our own problems, put a hashtag B1 in the chat. Also put a hashtag B1 if you believe that we need to save ourselves before we save the rest of the world. Put a hashtag B1 in the chat. That's why we talk about wealth. If I wasn't talking to Black people, I wouldn't be talking actually. I'd probably be sitting away in some research lab back at Syracuse University somewhere writing research papers that nobody's ever going to read. Now, with that being said, I just sold a bunch of my Bitcoin. I let a bunch of Bitcoin go uh, pretty much over the weekend. I just had a quick reflection on where I was with my crypto, and you would say, "My God, boys, why in the world would you do that? You love crypto, boys. You love Bitcoin. What are you doing, man?" And so ask me why. Ask me. Go ahead. Put why. Put why in the chat. Say why, boys. Why? Right? Ask me. Go ahead. Ask me why. Why? Give me why. Albert said, "Wow." No, I didn't say wow. I said why. Ask me why. All right. Okay. Good. All right. Yeah, I see the why. Okay. Reynald said B1. Okay. I just sold thousands of dollars worth of Bitcoin, and I didn't just sell a bunch of Bitcoin. I sold a lot of other crypto as well. Actually, not all my stake. I'm still a heavy investor in crypto, but not at the level that I was before. Um, I didn't sell my Bitcoin because I think Bitcoin is a terrible investment. I didn't sell my crypto because I think all crypto investors are suckers. Now I might sell my Dogecoin for that reason. I think Dogecoin's a little suspect. Dogecoin is suspect. I ain't gonna lie. I know y'all love your Dogecoin. I hope you make $1 trillion, but if you make $1 trillion, just know that you've invested in air. A lot of my crypto friends are not big fans of Dogecoin, but hey, I hope you make your paper. Good for you. I sold my crypto, not because it's bad, but because I found a better investment. I found a better fit for my portfolio that works for me. It doesn't mean, again, I didn't divest out of crypto. Let's be clear about that. I just kind of pulled a little bit of money out, took a little money off the table, and I reallocated that capital. Now, let me explain why I did that. But before I move on, do me a favor. Please hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button. If you haven't done it, please do that. And also, I'm going to talk more in detail. We talk in much more detail about these issues in the Black Stock Market program. We meet for class every Tuesday, and actually in class on Tuesday for you guys that are in the class, I will tell you specifically what investments I took on in case you want to just, take some notes and maybe look into these investments yourself. So I'll break all that down in class on Tuesday. The URL's on the screen, blackstockmarketprogram.com. But anyway, with that said, um, the best way I can describe my decision to sell a lot of my Bitcoin is when I decided to marry Alicia, right? Y'all know I'm marrying this beautiful Black woman this month. And by the way, anybody who has a brain cell in their head will want to marry a Black woman. Black women are just the best. When they are the best, they are the best. And I saw a video the other day. I don't know if y'all saw that, where there was a lady, a little white girl who had like a little blood on her pants, like because she didn't know that she had her period. And they did the test. They wanted to see who would stop to help the little girl? Like, who would stop to say to the girl, like, hey, you got some blood on you. Like, you can't, do that, right? It's kind of, I don't hope I didn't gross anybody out, but that's just natural, right? You become a grown man, you see stuff like that, right? And so here's what happened, right? All the white people walked past this little girl. I don't know if this was a doctored video or not, but all the other people walked past that little girl. The only person who stopped to help her was the Black woman. The only person who stopped. The Black woman was the one who said, hey, let me help you. Like, let me help you out, and that to me just defines the essence of what a great Black woman does. And so anyway, so I'm marrying a Black woman, and I love her to death. She's super smart. She's a full professor. We've been friends for like 25 years. And I know the internet speculation was that she friend zoned me for 25 years, and she only became interested in me when I became famous and had money. And the funny thing is, like, I just kind of laugh about that because I'm like, number one, she was married for most of that time, so you can't marry a person who's already married. Also, I've been on the road a lot. When you're on the road a lot of women come up to you. Believe me, I had more than my choice in terms of women I wanted to settle down with, but I could not pick them all. I had to pick one, right? And this is where I'm getting. This is where I'm getting with this analogy. I want you to follow me here. Please let me know. Give me a yes if you're still following what I'm saying. So here's what happened, right? So when I announced that I was marrying Alicia, and we did I took the proposal video and I shared it online because I wanted to let everybody know how important it is for us to really love our women and to, really respect the building of Black families as a key to our wealth and power as a community. Most wealth is family wealth. It's hard to build wealth when you're an individual doing it all by yourself. You have to have some sort of family. If you don't have good blood relatives, go find some people that can become your family. Well, when I made the announcement, let me tell you what happened. It's a little personal, but I'm going to share this. So I did talk to a woman I dated a long time ago, of another amazing Black woman, absolutely gorgeous. Did everything right, was a wonderful person. And you know what she asked me? This is an interesting question. This is a lesson, maybe for young ladies that may not get this. Maybe I'm over talking. I apologize. I hope you allow me, Uncle Boyce, to kind of share a little bit on this. So she said to me, here's what she said. And this really, I thought about this question. She said, what was wrong with me? Why wasn't I good enough? Right. And she kind of said it in a lighthearted way, but but I knew I could feel that, right? I felt that she felt that because I'd married somebody else, that this meant I didn't like her, or that I didn't think highly of her, or that she wasn't pretty enough or good enough. And I told her, I said, no, you were awesome. You were amazing. You are a gorgeous woman. You're very smart. You make a great wife, which she did. She married married a Black man who treats her very well, and she deserves to be treated. I said, the problem is that a man can't marry everybody. You can't marry every pretty girl that you see. Right. And that's important. Ladies, you can't think that because that guy didn't marry you, that something was wrong with you. It basically just means that there was another person that he chose that was just maybe a slightly better fit. Right. It's like if I run in the Olympics and I don't win the gold medal, that doesn't mean I'm a slow runner. That just means I didn't get first place, right? And getting a bronze medal, it still means you might be one of the best athletes on earth, right? And any little thing, any little twitch in the situation might have flipped you from bronze to gold. It's just luck of the draw sometimes, right? And so I use that analogy to explain. I did not sell my Bitcoin because I just thought Bitcoin was garbage. I didn't sell a bunch of my crypto because I think crypto is a terrible investment. If I had $8 billion to invest, I would have a whole lot more money in crypto. Just like I told that pretty lady who I talked to, I said, look, if I could have married the five most beautiful Black women I've met in my life, I probably would have married you. But you can't pick five. You got to pick one. And so a lot of times the reason a fund manager will will take his money out of an investment is not because the investment's bad. It's because that the other investment might be a little bit better for the goals of his or her portfolio at that time. So, for example, if I own an asset like crypto has done really well for our family, we stayed invested consistently. We've made a ton of money on it. We're still invested. If it keeps going up, we're going to keep making money. But what happens is that when an asset grows in value, you have to shade the asset because what happens is that when the price goes up too high, it becomes too much of your portfolio. You start having too much of your wealth in one location. And remember, I told you guys that the number one rule of investing is spread your money out. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So with crypto, I said, whoa, we're doing really well with crypto, and that's really cool. But now that we're doing really well, we have another problem. And our other problem is that we're under diversified. So what did that mean? That means that I'm looking at my portfolio and I'm thinking, okay, I need to get some more real estate. So I went down to Atlanta, and we're getting a condo there, right, as an investment, right? And then in the second home, right? And then I said, okay, what else do I need? I need to. There are some other stock investments that I really like, actually better than Bitcoin in terms of long-term options plays and things like that. So I made some allocation over there, right? So me selling Bitcoin does not mean I don't like it. It just means You can't invest 100% of yourself in everything, right? 100% is always going to be 100% no matter how much money you have, no matter how well your investments do. So that is the reason that I moved over to my crypto. Now, y'all know me. Y'all know I give these real life analogies to explain investing. But I like to do it that way because I think it makes it easier to digest, because you understand love. And a lot of you may understand this. Maybe the analogy I gave about marriage, maybe you already knew this, but I know a lot of people, I've seen people say that to me. And believe me, if I didn't marry Alicia, there's other situations I probably could have chosen. It's and these are great people, but it's like you got to pick one, right? So anyway, so that's that, and that's my 2 cents on the issue, and that's why I sold a bunch of my Bitcoin. Okay, so anyway, today on Twitch, I'll be on Twitch. That's my gaming channel. I will talk about one of the stocks that I like, that I picked, that I actually moved some of my crypto money over to, and I'll explain why. And so I play Call of Duty almost every day with the fellas and with young guys and stuff like that, and we talk about investing and stuff like that. So if you're into stocks or gaming or both, then follow my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Dr. Boyce Watkins is right there. Also, hit the thumbs up button, share button, and subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. And so what do I think about crypto in general? I still believe deeply in Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is going to. I believe Bitcoin could hit 100,000 by the end of the year. Maybe if not by, but then let me think. It's May. We're about what, a little under 60,000. The only thing that's slowing down Bitcoin, in my view, is that you have governmental cock blocking. Like, I think you have government officials that don't really want to see Bitcoin rise. And believe me, when you start shining, you're going to get a pack of haters, right? It's just like in real life. 50 Cent, the reason 50 Cent got shot 9 times was because he was about to blow. So when he was patiently waiting to blow for the 50 Cent show, that was when he got shot 9 times. So Bitcoin has been shot 9 times by Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen and all these other people, these high-ranking officials who want to derail the public trust in Bitcoin right before it blows up. Now, the interesting thing though is that Bitcoin's not the only player in the game. Also, Warren Buffett this week gave a really interesting and amazing, 4-hour interview. He and Charlie Munger answered. Charlie Munger is his partner. Warren Buffett is the baby of the group. Warren Buffett is $90 is 90 years old. Not $90. Sorry, he's 90 years old. And Charlie Munger is 97. So Charlie is the OG. Warren Buffett is the young buck. And the young buck and the OG at 90 and 97 years old literally sat down in LA and answered 4 hours of questions about investing and their investing philosophy and what's really going on. And I encourage you to kind of pay attention to what they're saying, even though their investment strategy is the kind of strategy that does not do well in this economy. Their value investing approach does not do well in a bubble-ish sort of situation where assets are being overinflated in price. They talked about how much they hate SPACs, special purpose acquisition companies, which I don't invest in SPACs either, because the SPACs are for suckers, because they literally are following the rule that when people are overpaying for something, then that's when you want to sell. When everything is overpriced, that's when you want to be a seller. You don't want to be a buyer in a market like that. Also, they talked about Robinhood and how Robinhood claims that all your trades are free. Robinhood trades are not free. Robinhood has companies that purchase order flow from them, meaning that when you make an order, there are companies that give Robinhood money and say, send the order to me, we'll fulfill the order. Well, a lot of people argue that the trades aren't free because when they're paying for order flow, what they're going to do is they're not going to find the best price for you. So you might buy your stock and you think that you're getting the trade for free, but instead of buying it for $30 a share, maybe you're buying it for $30.01 per share, right? Or whatever, right? Or it's a half a penny more, or a penny and a half more, or 2 pennies more, right? And what's happening is that they're making this money because they've got millions of transactions like that are going through that allow these companies to pay for order flow and still make a massive profit. So just make no mistake about it. People on Wall Street that make big bank, they're not. They don't invest millions of dollars to buy something if they think they're going to make less than what they put out, right? So when these companies are putting out millions of dollars to Robinhood saying, hey, send your traders to us, they're not doing it because they're being nice. They're not giving Robinhood money because it's a charitable donation. They're not trying to just throw money out the window. They're doing it because they're thinking, hey, if I put up 5 million, I can get back 10 million. Well, where does that money come from? Well, it comes from you. It's coming from you. So just keep it. Let's just keep that clear. That there's no such thing as a free lunch. That's a term in economics that I want you to remember. Everything has a price, and somebody's always paying that price. All right. So anyway, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, share button, subscribe button before we head out of here. And also, if you want to if you want to dig deeper into investing and get free stuff from the Black Business School, go sign up at firstshareofstock.com. I will send you lots of email messages that will have financial lessons and information. You guys know I've been a finance professor for 27 years, and so I know a lot of things that can help you see investing in a way that will change the trajectory of your family for the next 200 years. So with that said, again, the analogy that I use, I know it was a little bit of a weird analogy, but hey, I'm getting married this month, so I'm kind of excited about the Black woman I'm marrying, and I thought that whole analogy of kind of understanding that I picked Alicia because she was the best, but I didn't pick her because she was the only pretty girl that I ever met. And yesterday when I made the announcement, it was really kind of funny. Some guy, I guess the internet's kind of full of like weird and hateful people. So one guy said, "Yeah, I heard that she had you in the friend zone for 25 years, and that's why she didn't marry you till just now." And I'm like, "No, we were actually friends, and she was married to somebody else." And bro, believe me, I've met more pretty women. I probably met more pretty women in a month than you'll meet your whole entire life, because I've been kind of well known for a while. And believe me, when you get out there and you're meeting lots of people, lots of pretty ladies walk up to you. So I would not pick somebody who was choosing me as her 10th option. So let's just get out of it. That's your life. That ain't mine, buddy. So get that bullshit out of your head. So anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Have a good day. Thank you for listening, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you for putting up with me also, because I know that I'm a weirdo, but hey, I'm not going to change. So there it is. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll see you soon. Be good. Peace.